Manitatva. Manitatva means impermanent nature. Lakshmi is there at all times, so she doesn't have this drawback. The second one is Dehahani. Dehahani, she doesn't even acquire a Deha. So the question of Dehahani does not even apply to her. Third one is Dukkha Prapti. Lakshmi doesn't even have an iota of any dukkha. She is Sukha Purnalu. So she doesn't have that drawback. The fourth one is Apurnata. The dependency, it makes her incomplete. So because of the dependency, she has one dosha. That's a Jiva Lakshana too. She has one dosha. We have many doshas. In this sense, Lakshmi has dosha and Bhagavanta is Achintya. He is the only one. He says that Tad Abhava. Narayana is the only one who doesn't have any of these four doshas. The second follow-up question is, Lakshmi being with him all the time, knowing that she has not known him fully, doesn't it make her, not knowing, doesn't it make her sad? Shouldn't she be sad? It says she is exuberantly happy and singing. How does it fit in? But the answer is, that is the Lakshana of a Bhakti and Bhaktalu. Even in this world, we see this between an admirer and admired, the fan club and the hero. When we watch a cricket match or anything, when the batsman hits a sixer or four, everybody rejoices. We may not even know to hold the bat. That being the case, in Lakshmi's case, it is with jnana, knowledge, that he is Purna and she is always dependent on him. And also her cup of joy, her container of joy is brimmingly full. There is even not an iota of room to have even one more, to know even one more. So she has this knowledge. So it is a Bhakta and Bhagavanta relationship is like that. She is always exuberantly happy to see him like that. This being the case, we'll move on to the next one, the Brahmavayu. We saw that except Narayana and Lakshmi, all the jivas, including the liberated jivas, they had bondage at some time. So among these bonded jivas, they are anantat. Among the bonded jivas, the supermost, the uttama, we call it jivottama, the best among all these is Brahmavayu. So we will see now what is this bondage. In the previous session, we saw the bondages. It is like the jada, that is the material sattva, material raja, material tama. These three gunas, Lakshmi is Trigunamani, we saw. She binds this jiva. The jiva is non-matter. Lakshmi, using this, she maintains, she doesn't give the bondage, but she maintains the bondage. So this bondage is there for all jivas in samsara, we say that. So having said that, the bondage is there, that is the deha, that is the body we call it, that is the physical astral body that we call it, and it evolves based on the karmas, we progress in our sadhana. And the trapped jiva, let's talk about the trapped jiva. What's the size of the jiva? The size of the jiva, that is for all jivas, from a blade of grass to that of Chaturmukha, all the jivas are like minuscule. That is it. Just to give an understanding, in just one dot, there are zillions of jivas, something like that. It's so minuscule. That is the size. Though the size is so tiny, there is a quality, there is a big difference in its quality. To give an example, it is like the 20-watt light bulb is there, and then you have the sun. So that much is in the brightness, there is so much of differences there. So this minuscule jiva, for example, this minuscule jiva is trapped in this physical body, though it is there in the heart. We say it should have a location. It's, we say this minuscule jiva, my jiva, it is in my heart. Though it is in the heart, it pervades all over the life form. The life form pervades all over my body. And I say, this is my body. Same thing, even Chaturmukha, Vayu, Chaturmukha, they also have a body. Their body is also like Sattva, Raja, Tamoguna. So how is this body? My body, I can say it is like 5 feet. How is all the Manushas and all that? We have this body. How about Chaturmukha? The Chaturmukha's body, if we take it, it pervades the entire, we say entire, not just the universe. Universe is a tiny one. Beyond the universe also, it pervades something like 2 followed by 16 zeros, that much miles. It pervades, it's so huge. So that is Chaturmukha's body. So basically, we are all in Chaturmukha's body. Of course, Narayana, Lakshmi, both are inside and outside. And through Chaturmukha, they do everything. So this Chaturmukha, Chaturmukha, what type of body? We have this body. He has a huge body. It's not just a huge. It's not only the size. It's we talk in the with knowledge and happiness. In that, it is so huge, but it is also, Chaturmukha's jiva is also, remember, it is like a minuscule. So the body is there. What this body is made up of is Sattva, Raja, Tamoguna only. The Sattva, but there is a big difference between our body and that of Chaturmukha's body. Chaturmukha's body, it says Sattva Prachura, they say that. Sattva Prachura means it is predominantly, it is also a jada, it is also a material body. It is predominantly of the nature of sattva. It does have rajas and tamas, it has that. But the rajas and tamas, they are very, very insignificant in the sense it does not cause anything. It cannot do anything. It does not have the strength to do anything. It is as if it is not there. Not only the rajas, tamas, even the sattva, they say it is like a burnt cloth. That means burnt cloth is there, it is not there. So meaning what they say, it's not burnt cloth in the sense, it's so huge. Burnt cloth in the sense, it is as if he does not have, though he is bonded, as if he is not having this physical body at all, something like that. He does not have the influence of this physical body. That's why they say it is as if they call him Asharira. He does not have this deha. That's they call it. So having said that, because of this nature, he sees this Chaturmukha Jiva, he sees himself different from this material body. This is the inherent non-matter body, Chaturmukha. I'm different from the material, the entire material body. He could clearly see the difference and he experiences the difference. So nothing affects him, unlike us. We go through nichocha bhava, they say. We get elated, we go so depressed, all that, we have the pain, we have everything. Chaturmukha does not have it. Whatever applies to Chaturmukha, it applies to Vayudevara also. So they don't have these dukkha, this sorrow, pain. They have nothing of that sort. So it is there, they have, we call it, it is always sukha. There is sukha prarabdha, their karma, everything, it is only sukha, that is only, it is as if they are in mukta state. That is the nature. And coming to Chaturmukha, it is not just the name of the jiva, it is actually a post. The jiva that occupies a post is also called by the name Chaturmukha. It is a post. So to come to this post, Brahma Padavi, they say, to come to this post, they should have certain inherent, it's not an external thing, it's an inherent qualities they should have. So after they come for the duration is one Brahma Kalpa, they occupy that post. After that, along with all the jets, we saw that Chaturmukha's Deha is like he's so huge beyond the universe. So basically, every one of us, we are in Chaturmukha's Deha only. So he takes all the sattvika jiva. There are three types of jivas: inherently good, inherently bad, inherently a mixture. So all the sattvika jivas he takes along with him to moksha. And when after that the pralaya comes, after pralaya again the srishti comes. The srishti has been going on from beginningless time, and it is going to, there's no end to the srishti. So this Chaturmukha, the one who is occupying the Chaturmukha post is gone. Another Chaturmukha, another Jiva comes to this post. They are all called Rujuganas. We call them Rujus. Only those Ruju means straight. Only the Rujuganas can come to that Padavi. So the next one is our current Vayudevar, Mukhya Prana we call. So today's Mukhya Prana will be next Srishti is Chaturmukha Brahma. That is, the Chaturmukha Brahma who is now in Chaturmukha post was Mukhya Prana in his previous kalpa. So only certain jivas, the Rujugana we call, only the Rujugana can occupy this post. So what is the speciality? What is it that is required? Shastra, the scriptures say there are three categories of jivas. These three categories of jivas, they don't have any iota of wrong knowledge at any time, from beginningless time till the endless end. So they don't have any iota of wrong knowledge about God. So the three categories is one we already saw. There's a Lakshmi Devi. She is totally different. She doesn't have this body or bondage, or she's beyond time and place. As you see, the Chaturmukha, he is not beyond time. So Chaturmukha is the second one. Chaturmukha is the second one. And the person, the jiva that comes to the post of Chaturmukha, and he has a companion, we say Saraswati Devi. So she is the third category. So whoever occupies, apart from Lakshmi, whoever occupies the Chaturmukha post and whoever occupies the Saraswati post, they do not have any wrong knowledge. So Shukla, that's why they call their Shukla. There's very, very pure souls. So we call it Parashukla Traya, we call it. So it's not just the Chaturmukha and Saraswati. All the jivas that come to the post, that we call Rujugana, and that should be inherent quality in that jiva. So what is the knowledge they have? What kind of knowledge are we talking about? The knowledge we are referring is two kinds, broadly speaking. One is these jivas, what we call Rujugana. There's infinite jivas are there. Each time they come, when like a coin sorter, when one coin comes down, exactly the similar coin has to fill in that slot. So it keeps on going. The Srishti, the Padavi, the Jiva that come to the Padavi, it keeps on going. What kind of jnana they should have? Two kinds. One is about Lakshmi and Narayana, who control them all the time through Vayu, Brahma, and all these people. Narayana and Lakshmi, Narayana with Lakshmi, he does everything. So they have to know about Narayana and Lakshmi. They are combined as called Isha Jnana. About Narayana and Lakshmi. Isha Jnana doesn't mean Narayana's Jnana. We are talking about Chaturmukha, the one who comes to that post. And all the Rujus, all the category, the Ishvara Jnana, about Narayana and Lakshmi. The second is about the rest of the universe. The rest of the universe means the rest of the universe, Anyatra. Anyatra means it comes everything. It's all the Jada, Achetana we call, and also the Chetanas under him, like Rudra, all the Devatas up to a blade of grass, and also every single every single grain of sand. He knows how the sand, like one grain, how it comes into this creation, this universe, it is in his body itself, how it comes into creation, that is how it comes through Lakshmi Narayana using Chaturmukha, and of course Vayudevara we have to keep parallelly, how he creates it, how he brings it into creation, how it evolves, what are all the things it does through the sthiti, through the sustenance time, what all the changes it goes, what utility value it has, everything till it is taken back from Srishti. So the entire thing about every, not just one grain of sand, everything, every jada, every chetana, and it is done by Narayana and Lakshmi. So how they are doing, they do it, how they do it using their how they function with their different rupas, with different names, different rupas, different gunas, different karyas. So how the Narayana is doing everything, he has he has seen, so it has to be mind-boggling rupas and kriyas and everything. So Chaturmukha and all the Rujuganas, all these Rujus, they directly see how God is doing it. That means they are seeing they are doing it, their jnana is inherent. This is anadikala. They know that how Bhagavanta is doing. They have seen zillion rupas and zillion namas and zillion kriyas. They see it like pratyaksha, they see it approkshavi, say that directly they are seeing it, and they see there are other zillion things. God is infinite, so there are what he, like Lakshmi herself doesn't know Lord completely, so Brahmavayu also, they don't know God completely. Whatever given this universe, whatever they see, even that they have not seen fully in the sense how God does it, the different forms and the specialities, the attributes, that they call it bahuchitra, that is vichitra, vishesha, avantara vishesha, all these adjectives they use, many facets. He keeps seeing and he keeps learning also his knowledge in clarity, and also the knowledge, it keeps increasing day by day. So that is what is called sadhana kala. So they keep their jnana, the shastras call it kramena vardhamana. So it keeps on increasing, and at the time of moksha, it ceases, it becomes ekaprakara. After moksha, there is no sadhana. Till moksha, their jnana keeps increasing. So this is for Brahma and all the Rujus. Then what is the difference? We see so okay, Brahma, Vayu, all the Rujus have. Is there a difference in them? That's the next question. Difference is only their inherent nature, their Surupa we call. There's absolutely no difference in their knowledge about Bhagavanta or about the world. This also, here also, both entire Rujus, they say with alochana, just by thinking, they will know entire jada, entire chetanas below them. When it comes to Narayana, we saw they don't know completely. So alochanena sar anyat isha anyatra alochane. With thinking, they know everything, the past, present, future, everything they know. And coming to Brahma Vayu, we'll take Brahma Vayu. Well, is there a difference? This comes in Upanishad itself. And Vasishta's son, Pratruda, he asked this question to his father. Is there a difference? We say Vayu, Mukhya Prana and Chaturmukha. Is there a difference? He says, there is no difference. It is Mukhya Prana, Chaturmukha, we saw his body, whatever is the size of his body. We call it Mahat-tattva. That is the technical term we use. This Mahat-tattva, he has He pervades everywhere, and Vayu also pervades everywhere. Chaturmukha, you can see it as a body, the abode. Vayu, which pervades, Mukhya Prana, who pervades everything, the life force, he is also there everywhere inside the body. So without the body, the Mukhya Prana cannot exist, the life force cannot exist. And without life force, the body doesn't exist. So mutually they are together, and they have Narayana Lakshmi to control them. They don't control each other. Narayana controls them, and all the Rujus Ganas also like that. So that is one thing. And the Padavi Prayukta Bheda, we said. What, is there a difference? It says each Padavi, we saw each post has certain, even in worldly matters, each post has certain responsibilities. So they do according to that post warrants, whatever Hari Icha, that's what they do. Chaturmukha, through Chaturmukha, Narayana creates everything. He gives the abode, Ashraya, all the 14 worlds, they say everything in Shastra. So the entire universe, everything in it, he creates through Chaturmukha Brahma, and through Vayudeva. What he does, parallelly he does, through Vayudeva, he gives the life force to the Chetana, and outside, what about Chetanas, the Jada? He maintains, he pervades into that, and he maintains whatever nature it should have. So inside us, he gives us a life force. Outside us, we need it. We need the, he is responsible, Vayudevaru, he is responsible for the movement, everything around, everything. We say that every galaxy, everything keeps in motion, everything keeps moving. So outside us, Vayu, inside us, Mukhya Prana, in the Chetanas, and in the Jadas, they're their properties. So he maintains, and especially inside us he stays. And just imagine, to do anything, even the very birth, the life, the Jada, we saw how birth is like Jiva, bonded Jiva, and the physical body coming in contact is Janma, is the birth, we say. So for this to have life force, the child is born, a birth, that without Mukhya Prana, it is not possible. So Mukhya Prana, he gives the life for us to do in this day. After this day, there is no life, so Mukhya Prana not there. No, he is still there. Even if we lose this physical body, we have astral body and many bodies. We cannot see it. Even that body, the life force, the Chetana has to be there. So for it to sustain, he has to be there, and inside, of course, Narayana is there, Lakshmi is there, Chaturmukha is also there. Chaturmukha is there in Vayu, Vayu is there in Chaturmukha. They work together. So he is there, and just like Chaturmukha has given us everything, the abode he has given, Vayudevaru has given the very life in us. With this life force, they say that he does in one day 21,600. That is, to live, we have to breathe. We have to breathe. In this world, we have to breathe oxygen. But we don't know. You need something to live. Cling to the deha, cling to the physical body. So he gives that. Because of that, we can do any action. Even waking up in the morning is possible, because from inside, he gives it. Not only he gives the life force, he gives what we call prerana, the instigation, the life force, the instigation, the shakti, the ability to do things, ability to do karma. So we do the karma, to do any karma, even if you sit like this is also, sitting is also a karma. And if you're thinking, I'm not doing anything, means even the thinking, even the breathing, nighttime, we don't do anything, it's nidra. Even there, we have to keep breathing. Our vital organs should keep working. So this Mukhya Prana does all the work, all the karma. That's why I say karma, samasta karma. that is his portfolio, which Chaturmukha did in the previous kalpa. So Mukhya Prana, Chaturmukha does not have any avatara in this. He is never. He does not take any avatara in the Bhuloka, whereas Mukhya Prana pervades everywhere, and also at the same time, he is there everywhere. And also, he has taken 3 avatars. We say that Hanma, Bhima, Madhva. We say that he has taken 3 avatars. Not only these 3 avatars, in 3 rupas also he helps us. One they say is Kurma Rupa. Kurma Rupa means it's not like a tortoise. That's not how we see it. This is called Vayu Kurma. It pervades everywhere. Our idea of Vayu Kurma is like something we are sitting on the Vayu Kurma. That's what we think, our limitation. He pervades the entire, the Upanishad, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says, he pervades everywhere and giving support is not from bottom. Support is from everywhere he gives in that Rupa. And inside us, he gives us the life force, the Prana Shakti we call to do everything. And he makes us do the karma, every single karma. That's not it. When we do karma, there is a phala, we say. There is something, punya, we say. Adrishta, the unseen punya. Papa is also there. So the punya and papa, we earn it. We earn that punya. God gives the punya. So whenever there is a punya is there, punya means it's a high quality. It's not punya, is not like getting the material things alone. It is that liberates us eventually through knowledge. It liberates us. It is so precious like a jewel. Like how you have a jewel, the wrong people will come and steal it. Same way, this superior punya karma that we do, there are souls. So we cannot even see, we say daityas, rakshasas, or whatever souls. We cannot see them. They know the value of this punya, this superior punya. They come and steal. We do the karma. We cannot save the phala or anything of phala of it. And these daityas or dushta shaktis or other things also, those who have left this body and they are wandering, we cannot see them. They will steal this punya also. They can steal because it's so precious like a jewel. So who protects that? It is Mukhya Prana who protects us. Not only he makes us do the karma, he protects whatever karma that I do, whatever karma you do, the good karmas, bad karmas, everything, whatever you do, whatever I do, and when it has to materialize, of course, Narayana does through him. So he protects our karma. And this please, why he is doing, it pleases Bhagavanta. He does all the karmas to please Bhagavanta. Bhagavanta has given him this karma. So he does all the karma, and we say, Matarishwa, in Upanishads, Ishavasya, we say that he does the karma samarpana. He offers his karma, all the karma he does through all the zillion jivas, and inside us also Devatas are there, what they are doing, everything, Daityas karma, all Trivida jiva, they say. The Sattvika jiva, inherently good, inherently bad, inherently mixture. In all of them, he gives the life force. He makes them to live, to do the karma, and he maintains the accounts. He protects the phala of it, and he also distributes when the karma matures. It's not like if I do something, immediately I won't get it. Whatever phala, whatever result I'm enjoying, it is on my past karmas, which karma, how to do, maintaining the whole 9 yards. He does that. Mukhya Purana does that. That's why he does it, even whether we know, whether we don't know, to please Hari, he does it. So knowing it, Chaturmukha has given us this body. Body means in the sense of the ashraya, the support, the entire body is the entire universe and beyond. We call that Mahatattva, beyond the universe. He has given the abode, and Vayudevru is also has given us the abode. Together they work. He has not only Vayudevru as a Vayu Kurma, he not only gives us this support, but he also does everything, every second, all through our life. Not only this life, many lives. And when we go to moksha, This Chaturmukha Brahma, we will be going with this Chaturmukha Brahma. This Vayudevara will has to come back to be the next Brahma. So our life, even in moksha, we will be with this Brahma, with the Chaturmukha Brahma. We will be with Chaturmukha Brahma. There also he will be with us as our Jagat Guru. That's why he's called Jagat Guru also. Why they were also we call Jagat Guru? Because in this sadhana world, to do everything, he is needed. That's why the message, or that's why we say that whatever they are doing is, so whatever karma we do, we need protection. We need protection to get the full protection, not just saving the karma and giving us. We want even superior. We want to get out of this bondage, the cycle of life and death. So why they were doing so in our life, we say, even if somebody does a little thing, we say thank you. We say thank you to our mother, parents. We have that gratitude to our parents, that one janma. We have zillion janmas, one janma parents, we say we owe our gratitude. That being the case, think about Mukhya Prana, how much he is doing. How much he's doing. So even to get that, these days we see it, people are unable to breathe, they put the ventilators, they spend so much of money just to breathe. Mukhya Prana is doing it from Anadika, from ever since we came, he has been doing. Not only that, he does one more thing. They say this aham pragya. That is, aham is not the bad ego, there's a good awareness of existence. I exist. I am alive. Nobody gets that doubt. Am I alive or am I dead? Nobody gets that doubt. I am alive. I exist. I'm doing. That also we get, not like I am doing. I am doing this. We are aware of ourselves, awareness of our existence in this samsara, in this Brahmanda. Vayudevara gives even that. Even in deep sleep, he gives us that. So that Vayudevara gives means Lakshmi, Narayana, they give it through Vayudevara. So we owe our gratitude, who does so much for us all the time, like a parent. So that's why we always, every karma, everything we do, even in our own selfish interest, to protect the good deeds. Just we say that Bharatiya Ramana Mukhya Prana Antargata. Also in Upanishads, there's another thing also said. When you think about Bharatiya Ramana Mukhya Prana, that as a pair, we saw that. They go in pair, like a Guru Sishya they are. When we think Bharatiya Ramana Mukhya Prana, no evil, bad force can ever. Upanishads has several such stories. I'm sure you would have heard it. So no dushta shakti, no bad elements can even bother us. Even if it bothers, we won't lose our track, our path, righteous path. So we owe our gratitude to Bharatiya Ramana Mukhya Prana Antargata. We say Krishna. So Krishna stays, God stays God stays everywhere, and Krishna stays especially in an Anugraha Ruka to bless us through this medium, this abode he stays. So Brahma Vayu, the concept is so humongous, so exhaustive. I just try to give a gist of it. If you have any questions or you need any more clarifications, we may even go in the next session if needed. So any question is welcome. Krishna Arpanamastu. Is there any questions? I don't hear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One second, I'll just take it. I'll just.
Okay, sure.
Parashukla Trayara Swarupa, if you can just give us more insights on about the Parashukla Trayara Swarupa.
Parashukla Traya, we saw, the question is, can you throw more light into Parashukla Traya? Parashukla Traya, we saw. Parashukla Traya means the three categories. There are only three categories, not the three jivas. There are three categories of jivas. One is Lakshmi, that's not a post. It is not a post, there's only one Jiva Lakshmi. It is not a post at all. It is all pervading. This first one, Lakshmi, we saw in the previous session. She's all pervading. She is there everywhere. She doesn't acquire a body. She doesn't have a bondage. She is a one Jiva who knows maximum about Narayana. Only drawback she has is dependency. That's the only drawback she has. That is a Jiva Lakshana. Paratantra is a Jiva Lakshana. She has that. Her knowledge, she knows the maximum. Compared to Lakshmi, after Lakshmi, that is the one and only Jiva, Lakshmi. Afterwards, there is another category of Jiva called Ruju Yogis. So the Ruju Yogi, they are a male and a female. There is Chaturmukha Brahma. They come to the post of Brahma Padavi. Chaturmukha is a post visa. For that post, there are infinite jivas. In a Brahma Kalpa, in one Brahma's lifetime, we say 100 years of Brahma. 100 years of Brahma is not like our 100 years. It is something like 31,104 thousand koti. Yeah, this is a huge one, 100 years of Brahma. That is 31,104,000 crores. That much is the 100 years of Brahma. In that 100 years of Brahma, there will be only one Brahma post and one Jiva. Same, and after that, the next Kalpa comes, then the next Jiva, the same Rujugana, he will occupy that post. We saw that. So this is the second category. Brahma Padavi Yogya Jiva. So why Devru will be the next one in line. So you go, there are some about, at a time in a Srishti, in a Brahma Kalpa, there are about 100, or you can even say 200 such Rujus. 200 Rujus are there in one Brahma Kalpa. 100 Rujus will be they will be doing dhyana and other things they will be doing, focusing on that. They do not partake in the affairs of the world. They will be focusing on their sadhana, jnana. And then there are another 100. These 100, they have post. And Vamana Purana, that is mentioned in Harikathamruta, the Vamana Purana has given not just the Brahma, Vayu, Latavya, like that, he has given 100 posts are there, and these each jiva occupies, like I said, like the coin sorter, these jivas, they occupy different posts and they have their own duties. So we focus mainly on Brahma and Vayu. So the Brahma Vayus are in the Parashukla Traya, they are the second category. The third category is Saraswati, Bharati, and all those who come as Brahma Patnis. So this Brahma, Saraswati, they are like more like a king and a queen. So this king and a queen go, and next king and a queen come. So they come like that. Their knowledge is a flawless knowledge. There is they never have any wrong thinking about God, not only during that Padavi. From beginningless time, they don't have any wrong knowledge about God. They see God, they see Paramatma, directly they see the Paramatma all the time. And they are they are the Uttama Jivas in the Jnana, and they are not influenced by any Dushta Shaktis. No Dushta Shakti can overpower them. So they don't have that influence, and in everything, God, they have the anugraha of God in everything. So no Dushta Shakti comes, and no mistake. There is not even a single iota of mistake they have ever done. So why are they here? The question comes, why they are here? For that, there should be some reason why they are in samsara, why they are in this, even if their physical body, physical body is like a burnt cloth. Why still they are there in samsara? For that, the reason they give is like they have one dosha, they say. Everybody, even Lakshmi has a dosha. So apart from being paratantra, they have what is called parama utsaha. Paramotsaha, that is, they have the post needs, the jiva needs certain, the jiva should have utsaha, the exuberance. Utsaha itself is exuberance. Parama utsaha means exuberance, excellently exuberance. That kind of exuberance is a huge quality. In that guna, in that quality, they have a little less. Paramotsaha, parama utsaha vajana. That is atyalpa, a notch less. Because of that, they are in samsara, meaning because of that, they have not seen Bhagavanta's certain rupas. Bhagavanta has Ananta Rupa. Whatever they have to see, they have not seen that yet. So for that sake, the bondage is as if the bondage is there. And also, because there must be a right knowledge. That also is helpful to us, because there should be one jiva who doesn't get intimidated or who doesn't get tainted with regard to Bhagavanta Jnana. There should be one jiva to lead others. Jagat Gurutva. That is, they can teach us correctly to everybody. So that is the Vishesha of Lakshmi Vino, Parashuklataya, the Chaturmukha and all the Ruju Yogis and their Patni, their wife, Ruju Patnis, they become the Parashuklataya. Never they are tainted with any wrong knowledge of God. The very word Ruju means straight. It doesn't swerve from the path of God ever, and guides all the other jivas to get out of samsara. All the other jivas means the good jivas. Each jiva has their own destination. So good jivas go to sukha. The bad jivas, the inherently bad jivas, they dispatch to the dukkha, and the mishra jivas. Yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. You spoke about Brahma Vayu having only very small or very uh, inconsequential dosha. But is there then any dukkha for Brahma Vayu?
The question is, I said the Shastra scripture said the Brahmavayus have a little, the dukkha, little Rajoguna and the Sattva has, and they have Paramotsaha Varjana, that's also a guna nyunate. It's not, you cannot say per se dosha. So, do they experience any dukkha? Because samsara is dukkha. Do they experience the dukkha? The answer is no, never. Why? The dukkha comes, see, the jiva is the non-matter. The jiva, the sattvika jiva is inherently, jiva is non-matter. Inherently, it is sukha. The sukha is based on the jnana. From jnana, the sukha. So jiva is inherently jnana, sukha. It is imprisoned in sattva, jada, sattva, raja, tamoguna. So why this jiva knows this is not me. The jada deha, even if it is like a burnt cloth, even if it is the size of the entire Brahmanda beyond, that is not me, that is jada. Jada is different. I am different. So the Jada Deha can have sampata. The Jada Deha, because of the Sattva, because of the Rajas, because of the Tamas. In his case, the Rajas, Tamas don't have any. They don't have enough force to cause pain, even to this Deha. Even this Deha of Brahma Vayu, they say Dvatrimshati Lakshana. They have the complete 32 Lakshana. Even this Jada Deha has, of course, the Sarupa also has 32 Lakshanas. So the Jada Deha, the Rajas, Tamas, don't even create any Vikara. Vikara means any change changes like a dukkha. It doesn't give even this. Even the sukha that comes to this there, to the jada sukha. This is a sarupa sukha. Jada sukha, even if the sattva guna, the knowledge and everything it comes, they know, this jiva, they know it is for the jada jnana, that is called manovritti jnana, they call. This is not mine. This is a tool, this is an acquired thing, this is not me. So when you see the difference between the jiva and the jada, there is no dukkha. They don't even, the deha itself doesn't have, it doesn't have the shakti to give the dukkha at any time, not just in Srishti. Even from Anadi Kala, there is not even a trace of dukkha in them. There is absolutely no trace of dukkha in them because they have the right knowledge. They are rujus. Right knowledge is there inherently. So they even say, they go to the extent of saying, Acharya says in his Gita Tatparya, for these jivas, the ruju jivas, there is not really a big difference being in samsara, in this bonded state, or in the moksha. They have this, they have the sadhana, they get clarity and the spashtatva, they say. Spashtatva is more and more like we see an object in the sun. At 6 o'clock in the morning, we see 4 o'clock in the morning, see 12 o'clock, evening. So there is a difference in the clarity. So they get more clarity about God. That is there for them in samsara. In moksha, it is ekaprakara. Apart from that, it is the burnt deha is there. So it is as if the mukta brahma and the one here is not much of a difference. They say, yeah, there is difference, the bonded state and the mukti, but their dukkha point of view, there is absolutely no dukkha at all for them, no ajnana. They don't have that ajnana also is, the abhavarupa jnana is there. They are still learning, but bhavarupa jnana, the presence of ignorance, that is not there for these jivas. No dukkha at all. Hope it answers the question.
Thank you. The next question would be then, what is the, how is it that they attain moksha, Brahma and Vayu? And what would be the difference between Brahma Tattva and Vayu Tattva? Is there any difference in that? And how would they attain moksha?
Yeah, the question is, they are still in samsara. So how do they attain moksha? They attain moksha means, attaining moksha is what? Removal of this physical, astral, jada, prakriti body. There are several layers to that. So how they have to lose this, even if it is like a burnt vastra, burnt cloth, they have to lose at the end of their sadhana. At the end of, we see that Brahma lives like 100 years, the pralaya starts 12.5 years before that. So slowly everything, the Srishti is just the vistara, that expansion. The laya is just absorbing everything God does. So God removes this prakrita deha through Lakshmi Devi, first Chaturmukha post, the one in Chaturmukha post. This deha, they say the burnt body, burnt prakrita deha, it gets separated. It no longer, separated means how can a jada get separated? We saw Trigunamani, Lakshmi is there. Lakshmi no longer keeps them in the bondage. It is, even though it is a burnt cloth, the burnt cloth is still there. So the burnt cloth also she removes. It doesn't get destroyed. Nothing is matter, doesn't get destroyed. The bondage gets destroyed, and this Brahma, inside him, all of us will be with him, and he takes us through Lakshmi. He attains Lakshmi through Lakshmi. Lakshmi is with Narayana. That's the moksha state they get. So the next question, what about Vayudevru? As we saw, Vayudevru does not go to moksha at the end of this Brahmakalpa. It's not a drawback at all. The longest they stay, the longer is their happiness in moksha. So this Vayudeva, what happens is, he, at the end of, there are like, usually we say there are two vehicles. in the end. One is a Brahma vehicle, one is a Vayu vehicle. In the Vayu vehicle, Brahma vehicle, we go through Lakshmi and we get moksha. This Vayu vehicle also goes when everything gets destroyed, when everything is sucked into dissolution, everything goes into Sukshma. It goes into Vayudevaru. Vayudevaru carries it, and he also enters Lakshmi, but he comes back. He comes back when the next, the Srishti Kala, if you take 100 years of Brahma, there will be 100 years, equal years of Pralaya. After that, again the Srishti comes. At that time, from Vasudeva Rupa, Bhagavanta gives Narayana, brings this current Vayu, comes back into Srishti as Chaturmukha Brahma. He becomes a king, like that post Chaturmukha Brahma, post the next Vayu gets, and then next whatever jivas they have to come into the Srishti, they come on the same path. When he is Brahma, and at the end of his 100 years, he loses the connection with the Jada Prakriti. The connection is exerted by Lakshmi. Lakshmi staying in Sattva Rajatama. She exerts. She, at the command of Bhagavanta, she removes. In Gita, it is mentioned in exhaustively. It is mentioned how she removes the bondage and everything is Gunatraya Vibhaga, and also in the 16th chapter, 13th chapter, Lakshmi's thing we see. So she removes that's how they get the moksha. Then the second part of the question is there a difference? The difference is their duty in their swarupa. Inherent difference is not at all there. In the Ruju yogis, all are alike. But it is like the Padavi. In Brahma Padavi, he has to do certain, like creation. We see that Brahma created. From the Nabhi Kamala, Brahma comes. And Chaturmukha, Vayudevaru also comes. Vayudevaru is also there. But when it comes to Srishti, the creation of the 14 words, the entire universe and beyond, through Chaturmukha, he does. He gives the body and everything he gives. That is the role. The difference is in their role. When Brahma is doing the Srishti, Vayudevar is also present in that. Without Vayudevar, he doesn't. Vayudevar is also present. But through Brahma, that Srishti is there. When it comes to this sadhana, whatever we are doing in the earth, in Bhumi and other, not just Bhumi, in all the lokas, like a life force, his duty, Vayudeva's duty is different. In internal difference, they do not have. They have only the Padavi Prayukta. We call Padavi Prayukta Bheda is there because it goes with the Padavi. Whatever Vayudevar is doing now, Chaturmukha did in the previous Kalpa, he did it. And whatever Chaturmukha is doing it, Vayudevar is doing in the next Kalpa. There is no difference because once they enter moksha, the Ananda, whatever Ananda Chaturmukha is going to get, whatever, it's infinite, right? So whatever, when you enter infinity, your Ananda is the same. It's the same infinite Kala. You enjoy the bliss. So there's absolutely no difference. Only Padavi Prayukta, the difference is there.
Thank you, ma'am. I think we are at the end of the session, so I'll just take one more question. It says among Suryopasakas, Surya Narayana is worshipped. Is he in hierarchy level equal to Mukhya Prana or how is it?
Surya, you mean Surya?
Surya Narayana Swami, whom we call Surya Narayana, whom we say, is he in?
Surya Narayana means the Surya is what we see. The Surya, the one we see. Surya is different. Surya inside us, Antaryami, Narayana is there. Narayana is the supreme. There is no comparison. It is like a controller and controlled. Vayudevaru is a servant. Vayudevaru is we saw that. Vayudevaru is a tiny jiva. Surya Narayana means, what by Surya Narayana we mean is Surya Antargata Narayana. That's what we worship. Surya is a abode. When you worship something, you keep a pita. in the pita you keep, in the pita you keep the deity, icon, you vigraha you keep. Same thing, Surya is the pratika we called. It is, to us, it is like a Jada pratika is there. You see, Panchabheda. It is a Jada pratika, Surya is there. So inside the Surya, we cannot see it. There is a Surya Deva is there. He belongs to the, if why you keep it like Vayudevara comes in the top. If you keep it, 12th Kaksha, 12th in the hierarchy is the Surya. The Surya is there. We don't see the Jiva called Surya Deva. Deva is not visible to our eyes. We see only the Jada. In everything, we see the Jada we see. Inside that we see the Surya, the Deva Surya, who is a servant of Vayudevara. Without Vayudevara, he cannot even move. Surya cannot even rise. Surya cannot even set. Vayudevara is needed. So Surya Deva is there. And and in the same place, Surya Deva, all the Devatas like Rudra, everyone is inside that Surya, all his seniors are there. And then you have Vayudevara, Vayu Brahma. They are there in the Surya. And in Vayudevara, Bharati Ramana Mukhya, there also, Surya Narayana, so they are also called by the same name. Surya means the one, the Suris means the Jnanis, the knowledgeable, the one who is obtained by the Jnanis. That's the meaning of Surya. So in that, all these Bharatiya Ramana Mukhya Prana is also there in Surya. That is the real abode. In Bharatiya Ramana Mukhya Prana, the Surya, the Narayana, Lakshmi Narayana is there in Surya. So in that abode, you worship Lakshmi Narayana only. Lakshmi Narayana pervades everyone. Lakshmi Narayana is different from everyone. We see the Panchabheda, Jada Bheda. Each these devatas, we see they are all bonded. So they have the Dehatu. It's very, very subtle. They have the Dehatu. So that is different. Jada Bheda, Jada Jiva Bheda, Jiva Bheda, Jiva Ishvara Bheda. Even in Surya Narayana, you have to see this Pancha Bheda. That is what is puja. So Narayana is supreme. We worship Narayana. We worship Narayana in everything. Through these deities we worship. We see only the Jada. We have to think in the Jada. Jada cannot do anything independently. Jada doesn't have the Kriya Shakti. So there should be a Chetana in a Jada. The superior Devatas are the Chetana. Parama Chetana is Vayu Bharati, Brahma Vayu. They are the Parama Chetana. In that, Lakshmi is there, Parama Chetana is there. In Lakshmi, Narayana is there. So we have to see it everywhere. That is what is called puja. Hope it answers the question.
Thank you, ma'am. It's like been a 1 hour, so all I'll say is it's a tough topic to understand, but you have made it very simple for us to understand. So we're on top of the earth. So I'll thank you again today because Vitovachar was not able to make it. On behalf of Team Chandrika Gurukula, we thank you for the time and effort you put in for us and everyone, on behalf of everyone. And
Hare Srinivasa. If anybody has any question, not only today's topic, the prior topic, or any question in Tattvavada, feel free to send the question. We'll try to do our best.
Yes, we'll collect all the questions and give it probably that next time we have a couple of more questions. We can pick it up next week when you start.
Sure. If you have missed any questions also, don't hesitate to contact us.
Sure. Hare Srinivasa.
Krishna Arpanamastu.